on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the big.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 19 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Herbert. Out come the Dolphins to take over, and it's Ryan Fitzpatrick in his 16th NFL season now leading the way.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's the kind of guy you want on your team in every situation, whether you want him to be your starter, whether you want him to bridge and help a rookie out like Tua Tagovailoa. It doesn't matter. He can fit every spot you're looking for. He's in the second year of a 2-year deal with 5 and 8 and 13 starts last year with 20 touchdown passes. And anytime he's on the field, there could be some Fitzmagic.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and it's now a 7-0 game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the delay, it's Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to number
Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. They were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys in. Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive. No real problems in getting to the offensive backfield. They were getting downfield, getting the second, third level, creating extra blocks. We're seeing that again this week. They are really locked in. So credit to them, but also a big credit to the offensive line coach, because he's got to feel great about what he's prepared.
Absolutely. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Fitzpatrick finding his tight end, Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Dolphins 7.
On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's a give to Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Los Angeles.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Herbert's pass.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Fitzpatrick on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, a run with Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's good.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3.
This is Howard on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. On the delay, here's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's up and good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. That throw into the arms of Allen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
The 44-yard line.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
The returner, DJ Chark. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
At the 29-yard line.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
To DJ Chark.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert on 1st down now. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Herbert's pass.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He completes it to Jones.
Herbert's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
2nd and
that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half, and the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Michael Badgley.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries. But when he's healthy, it can be a
blitz coming, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Ryan Fitzpatrick sacked. A fumble on the...
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The Chargers take over first.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's caught by Smith. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jennings now on the return.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Howard, the ball carrier. The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Fitzpatrick now. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Howard, a nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Grady Jarrett. They'll
wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st down, it's Howard. And he stopped immediately there.
Jordan Howard.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Jarrett on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
27.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Chark set to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Jordan Howard, the ball.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
39-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
44-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
1st and 10.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Allen's got it complete. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Herbert on the slant. This is Chark. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
11 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Hunter Henry. Touchdown.
Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Herbert back to the air, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Dolphins 35.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard.
Jordan Howard. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he'll lose lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.